The Windy City. It's what people often call of or know whenever if they're asked about the city of Chicago. Located along the southwestern shore of Lake Michigan on the midwestern U.S. state of Illinois, Chicago is currently the third largest city in the country, after of course New York and Los Angeles. But from what I have heard recently, the title would soon be passed on to Houston in Texas over the next few years due to the fact that city's population is growing more constant than Chicago. When I first got the news that I would be going for Chicago for my bachelor's degree, I was confused. I didn't know about Chicago before, and to be honest, I didn't even know there was a city called Chicago in the United States if it wasn't for Transformers 3, which destroyed most of the entire city when it was shot there. Due to its location further in the northeast, I knew that Chicago would be cold and snowy in the winters. A couple of people I've met said that the weather here gets extreme. During the summers, it gets very hot, and during the winters, it gets very cold. I mean really, really cold.
It's bloody cold. It's bloody cold out here.
From there, I kept thinking up until my high school graduation. How could I survive that much cold for 3 or maybe 4 months in a row? So, that feel of excitement that I've been having deep inside my heart to finally get to go to school in the US quickly incinerated to dust just like that. I started regretting ever applying for a school in Chicago and being so far away from my closest friends, my parents, and my family. Then the day of me leaving Indonesia finally arrived. I was so desperate rather than excited that day, even when my friends and family were all there at the airport to say their goodbyes to me. I was so sad that I will not see them again for the next year. And who knows what would happen next year if I told them that I regretted going here. And so after 20 hours of journey, my plane landed at the airport and I went straight to my apartment so I could start moving things that I packed from home. Outside of going back and forth from and to my classes, I am not sure that what I should be looking for. Should I get ready for that extreme winter that's coming around the corner? I sure bought some heavy jackets and all the winter gears I needed. But in the meantime, I know that as someone who likes sightseeing, I could spend whenever I had break on walking around Chicago. Using my unlimited U-Pass card that the school gave me for a price, I started taking the bus and subway almost every day to visit places people often go to when they are in Chicago. From the reflecting glass of the bean at Millennium Park, the spectacular views from the Ferris wheel plus the family-oriented attractions at Navy Pier, the expansive and day-spending museum, the magnificent shops along Michigan Avenue and down on State Street, and the fantastic views from the county's second tallest building, the Willis Tower in downtown, to more further like seeing animals at the Free Lincoln Park Zoo and different types of plants inside the Garfield Park Conservatory. Even the chilly, windy, and sometimes rainy day doesn't distract me from spending my time at this place. It's been almost 4 months now since I've been here, and I'm so proud to conclude that spending every week in classes and either going to places that I actually enjoy visiting by myself, since although I have friends here, I never got to actually hang out with them outside of class. Changed my entire thoughts of the Windy City as a whole. Sure, winters here might be very cold compared to other cities I've been to, and yes, all my beloved ones are living either hundreds or thousands of miles away from where I am. But on the other hand, from there I could one thing that Chicago never disappoints, and I continue to look forward to what's going to happen during the next 4 years here.